All right, boys and girls, welcome to Gordon Guitar. Joshua Bassett, many times here on Gordon Guitar, and he released some songs recently, and I fell for this one amongst a couple, and this is called Cherry Blossom. All right, very straightforward song, fits guitar very, very well. We have 5 chords, so yeah, very handleable. We're gonna play with capo on the 4th fret. So that is the setup, and let's go over the chords needed. We're gonna start with A minor. So A minor goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 1st B, and open E. We have D next. So open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, 2nd E. We have G. So that is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, 3rd E. We have C as well. And it goes 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. And the final chord is E. So you're gonna play open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, 1st G, open B, and open E. All right, so we're gonna look at a strumming pattern now, and it's divided into 2 different parts. So we're gonna look at the verse play to start with, and it goes A minor to D. So those are the first 2 chords that we're gonna look at, the transition from A minor to D with the strumming pattern. So part 1, A minor, it goes down, 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 up. All right. So down, 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 up. That's part 1. And then you shift to part 2, in this case the D chord, and play up, up, down. And then up, up, down. 2 times, up, up, down, and then an extra up. So up, up, down, up, up, down, up. That is part 2. So if you connect these 2 parts, it will be down, 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 up. Up, up, down, up, up, down, up. All right, so there you have it, and somewhere around that tempo. We're gonna start with the verse play, and you already learned half of it. A minor part 1, D part 2. You're gonna play the same principles now for the next 2 chords, which is the G part 1. You play that in the same way as A minor, the down, 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 up, and then you shift to to C, and play part 2 in the same way as the D, up, up, down, up. So A minor part 1, D part 2, G part 1, and C part 2. You're gonna play this for 2 rounds like this. So there you have it, guys. That's the first verse. Over now to the pre-chorus. And I can just mention that the pre-chorus and the chorus is played in the exact same way. So we have 2 halves, so to speak, of this chord progression. The first half will be A minor part 1, D part 2, G part 1, and C part 2. Exactly the same way as the verse play. The second half will be A minor part 1, D part 2, G part 1, so far the same, but now instead of playing C, we play E part 2. And you're gonna play it for only one of these rounds. These 2 halves, you're gonna play them, and that is the first pre-chorus. So A minor, D, G, C, A minor, D, G, and E, like this. Slipped on the last up there. Anyway, think you understand. That is the pre-chorus number 1. And then over to chorus 1, I already told you, it's played in the exact same way. Let's do it again. And I got it right this time, just had to. That is the first chorus, only for once again. So after this first round, everything else is repetition pretty much. The second verse is playing in the exact same way, and the same goes with the second pre-chorus and even the second chorus. After the second chorus, we're about 1 minute and 38 seconds into the song, happens the bridge part. So what you're going to do here now is to apply the same principles here with the strumming, part 1 and part 2. Now, different chord progression. You have C, part 1, D, part 2, G, part 1, and C, part 2. So it both starts and ends with C. You're gonna play it for 2 rounds. So C, D, G, C, C, D, G, C, like this. So there you have the bridge part, and after that we are at the final parts of this song. You're gonna play the third chorus and then the outro, and together, I can just mention it, together you're gonna play the chorus play or pre-chorus, it's the same. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds, and then after that you're gonna end with A minor part 1, D part 2, G part 1, and C part 2, like a verse. So imagine 2 choruses and 1 verse after the bridge part, and that is the end of Joshua Bassett's Cherry Blossom. Perfect guitar song this, guys. Very simple chords with the capo set on 4th position and simple chords there, easy transitions and all that good stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, give me some love back and see you soon. Play tuned.